Ayo YouTube, ayo YouTube, ayo YouTube, ayo YouTube. I've probably been waiting for this moment for a while now. I've been waiting for this moment for a while right now. I've been waiting for this moment for a while right now. But yeah, ayo YouTube, my name is Slixcks. I'm on YouTube and Slixcks, Instagram Slixcks, TikTok Slixcks, everywhere just Slixcks. And niggas, wait, boys, wait. Pause. Let's take a pause. This is how you spell Slixcks. This is how you spell Slixcks. I don't wanna see niggas. I don't wanna see gents, ladies and gentlemen, just not be contradicting. I don't wanna see you guys spelling slacks, slocks, bro, Slixcks. Simple terms. It's Slixcks. But today, we ain't doing much. Just relating to life without electricity, but ESCOM life, essentially. Just relating to XM life. So, yeah, man, let's get into it.
When it's nighttime, and to charge your phone with that one cable that only works in one position. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool to live in a good economy. Until you remember you live in South Africa. Bro, you serious right now?
When you think, I don't like that time. I don't know when it was. There was a time where, you went days without experiencing load shedding, and then it came unexpected. Like no one even expected. I don't remember when it was that time, but no one even expected the load shedding to happen. But it just happened.
Bro,
Load shedding,
what's good, bro? Hey,
that's
yo,
my
what the
enemy.
fuck? Here in SA, we have a company called ESCOM. And you guys outside of SA can't tell how much we hate this company with a passion. Because this company is the main and only electricity
There's a
utility
passion
for the
there.
whole country. Again, main and only. And the way they run their business is by one, generation. They operate the power station, mostly coal, some nuclear, but we're gonna get to that first. Two, transmission. They manage high voltage networks that moves electricity from power station to major substations. And finally, three, distribution. They distribute power to municipalities, industries, and sometimes directly to households.
Wait, pause. What does this bro know those all? I think he did research. That's a W. That's GG's.
Now, I'm sure you're wondering, okay, what seems to be the problem? Well, remember when I said the main energy source is mostly from coal for distribution of electricity? In the big 2025, where we're capable of taking solar energy from the flipping sun, why are we using black rocks? And what makes it worse is that coal makes up flipping 80% of the country's electricity. 80! But instead of investing on new renewable energy like solar power,
8 is too
wind
much.
power,
8 is too much. 8 is too much.
energy, nuclear fusion, hydro-powered energy, or even fixing/coming up with new infrastructure, considering that most of our power stations are over 40 years old. Got them out here pushing LeBron numbers, bro. Just let them hang the jersey. Like, damn, my days. And due to corruption affecting almost the entire continent of
That's
Africa like a
funny.
plague, just know that most of the money wasn't going where it's supposed to. Especially during state capture under Zuma's run as president, whom for which sucked out government funds like Mia Khalifa in her prime. Basically stalling it.
Zuma, boy. Oh! Zuma. Oh! What if you don't know Zuma, no? You're not serious in
in
life.
upgrades for the country. And due to that,
When you don't know that, bro, you're not serious in life.
the government owes ESCOM billions, 107 billion to be exact. And it's estimated to increase the more they don't pay up, for which they're barely even doing, let's be honest. So yeah, bro, we've been suffering.
Wait. I think I'm watching this video and then I'm learning also. So ESCOM is not administered by the government. So ESCOM is a company which is in South Africa, which supplies us with electricity. Wait. That's so
For a while.
confusing.
And the only way this country doesn't look like a Mad Max movie, ESCOM has to implement scheduled power cuts to maintain their power grids, which is called load shedding. So the way it works is ESCOM implements load shedding nationally, but timing and rotation is handled locally by each municipality or metro like Joburg, Cape Town, Durban, etc. It hits all provinces, but it's not simultaneously. It's just, rotational. There are different levels of load shedding. It's divided into different stages. The higher the stage, the more you realize you've been eating good food without a banger YouTube video. for like a month. That's how long it might take. And the lightest stage is stage 1, which usually cuts for 2 hours per day. You know, light work, no reaction, we move on. Stage 2, 4 hours per day. A little bit intense, but still tolerable. Stage 3, 6 hours per day. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit intense. And stage 4, 12 hours per day.
Yo, this bro, hey, this bro trended, bro. I don't know, I don't know his name, but hey, this bro trended, bro. That nigga is looking at you like, that nigga is serious, bro. He's looking at you like, bro, with the wide open eyes, bro. Yo, bro, it's a 12-hour one. Oh, I don't know, it's like going and take it out electricity, bro. And there was times where I wouldn't even have electricity for days. But then I was going to school. Like I would arrive there. You might.
Nigga, what? Now from 5 to 8, it's chai. Stage 5, 12 to 14 hours per day. Stage 6, 18 hours per day. Stage 7 and 8, 20 plus hours per day.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Luckily enough, we never made it from 5 to 8. Luckily, we usually hit from stage 1 to 4, sometimes 5, but nothing out of the ordinary. But man, it was never this bad, bro. The way we're even aware of these stages is through an app called Eskom Say Push, which alerts out any load shedding cuts that could occur in any area you're in. Let me just...
This app saved us, boy. I don't know, it didn't show the app, this app, boy. Let me just see, I'll click this app, boy. This app should, like, this app saved us.
Meals on time just at least to have dinner before looking at a black screen. Back before this app, it was a straight up guessing game. You'd be having people coming home from a long day of work or school, thinking about the food they left at home in the fridge containing the ice cream box. We all used to do this now, don't lie. With your TV scheduled for a TV show you wanted to watch at that time.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
To only return to see Eskom took away the power in your area, man. Bro, this pisses me the flip off. It's even worse if it happens during the day, because you wouldn't know if the electricity is gone or not. But there are some signs, like we all know that one street light that be on 24/7. Then once you just suddenly see it off, you're already like, hold up.
Yo,
wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Can you be like streets away, and then you see the street light close to your house, it's off. You just know it's chai. I just walk like, you might even turn back to school, boy, or I don't know where you might go, boy. I know you like go to your boy's space, then just like chill there, wait for the electricity to come back. That's the only way out.
Sam ain't right, because now you already know what's awaiting.
Bro, something ain't right, boy. Street light off, something ain't right. That's a guessing game. But now we got the app. Now we
for you at home. With load shedding during the day, it's kind of tame, but at night, if you don't have a machete or a pew-pew next to you, just don't stay out at night. Because here, getting caught lacking in SA, it's done, bro. It's wallahi, you're finished. I cannot lie to you. I remember during load shedding, I got sent to the shops by my mom, thinking everything's sweet because, you know, I just brought my phone, just about to listen to music, you know, listening to that Young Thug, you know, you feel me? Just to later say I was stopped by 3 guys with a dog. Since they noticed me having a phone, to them, it was an easy lick. But for sure, I wasn't gonna make it easy on them. I did stand my ground, ready to take on a 3v1, and... yeah, man, I got my ass beat, bro. Now I went home just to see the electricity just came back not too long ago. It was a worthy life experience, I can tell you that. And if you're one of the guys that robbed me back then and watching this video, 1, subscribe. 2, I'm sending 3 buff black men to hold you down as we speak. Luckily, there wasn't a knife involved, because at some point, you just gotta learn to let it go, bro. Because that chrome hard jacket ain't worth your life, bro. Just let it be. Load shedding and...
what? Chroma jacket, boy. I know, boy. That one I fight to death. Do you know how much a chroma jacket is? Let me just do a quick search on how much a chroma jacket is.
A few moments later.
Yo! Nah, bruh. Have this price. 24K. You lie, boy. People chrome hat jacket. People chrome hat jacket, boy. Nah. That's a fight to death, boy. Tell the price, boy. Tell the price. 400,000. Yo. I doesn't know the chrome hat. Tell this one. Yo. Nah. This thing is too expensive. But let's get back to the video. But nah, this one is a fight to death, boy. 48 hours.
At night just really leaves a lot of opportunities for thieves to come inside your house, bro. So just be aware of that. And these just like the bits of pieces of inconveniences you gotta deal with when load shedding hits. Like for example, people that drive during load shedding, I pray for you, bro. Cause there be some drivers that be pulling off Fast and the Furious stunts thinking they're Vin Diesel to only wonder why they see Paul Walker in that passenger seat. Since load shedding cuts out every bit of electricity around the area, including street lights, robots, for which I don't know why we call them robots, but expect traffic or any type of inconvenience when it comes to driving during load shedding. I wish.
And one thing about load shedding and the robots don't work. There'll be a brew. I don't wanna call them. Okay, they call them Nyape boys. Nyape boys, no, they'll be there, and they'll be like making sure everyone gets where they wanna get. Where they'll be like searching out the traffic boy, and then they'll be like getting paid. Like they'll be working like traffic cops. Like just cause them wearing traffic clothes. Like I don't know. Peep the picture.
I wish I can break this down more, but I don't have a car or a driver's license, so I can't speak for those that actually drive during load shedding. But for those that do, just comment down below and tell me how it's like. But the one that we can all relate to, especially for people that do their work on PCs, whether it be editing, beat making, or even making animations like me, just be in the zone, you know, trying to get this work done, only for ESCOM to take away your hard work like Hakimi's ex-wife. Like, this is
Yo. I want that one goes to those ones who edit videos. You're editing a video on your PC, then load shedding hits.
enough to make a person dread their existence, because you and me both know you weren't frequently saving that file as you're supposed to. Now you gotta be hoping for the stars that the file was saved, given with a 60 to 40% chance that the file is gone / corrupted or recovered, but now you gotta find the file in the backup file. And if it wasn't saved, just tell their friend that works in ESCOM not to come to work tomorrow. The second nuisance you gotta deal with, which is most common, is not being able to charge your phone during load shedding. Like before ESCOM say push, keeping your phone charged was a #1 priority.
You know those situations where you check the ESCOM app to see when it's load shedding, and then you check when it's load shedding, and then you know load shedding like hits at 5, and then you charge your phone at like 3. Only to find out already didn't like switch on the plug.
We still keep that priority till this day, because if there's no power on the TV, you gotta keep that phone with me, especially when your phone percentage is like 30, for example. If you think this is a calm percentage to wait on for electricity to come back, it's either you don't use your phone too much or you're not chronically online like us. Because when you want to get comfortable with your phone and start doom scrolling through IG to pass the time, yeah, just watch that phone go from 30 to 10 to off in a matter of 30 minutes, or 5 minutes if you have a Mobicel, because my phone is bad.
Mobicel, boy. Mobicel. Mobicel can you would even use like a mention stick to like make sure the battery stays still so that it doesn't fall, and then you be I don't know if
that's just the worst predicament you can get yourself into, especially if you don't have a power bank. And even if you do, there'll be some times where you just see your power bank is just at 20 or 30% for some odd reason. Same goes for laptops. But if you have a laptop that's dependent on a charger, yeah bro, GG's, that thing's not lasting an hour. Because there'll be some days where you'll be thinking you left your laptop or power bank or phone on charge just to prep up for the next load shedding, just to later see it wasn't charging because it wasn't plugged all the way in. At that point,
I wanted this thing, the head that comes from you thinking you charge your phone, and then you find out you didn't charge your phone during load shedding.
I'll be crashing out. The only way ESCOM is gonna stop me is if they give me a Latina queen, because you and me both know that crash out was justified. But if you did properly charge your appliances, then congratulations, you have shitty connection. Once cell towers lose power, they either use batteries.
It's like, during load shedding, bro, you might like conquer one problem, and then there's gonna be another problem. Now there's no signal. You can't use your data. And for those ones who have like video games, on your phone. And there's those ones who wanna like watch Netflix. You can't watch Netflix without network. Or maybe download like some episodes. I like downloading episodes so that like when there's load shedding, there's those episodes where like you don't even watch it, you don't even touch them, there's load shedding. For that period of time.
or spare generators, but most of the time that shit gets stolen. Since most home-built Wi-Fis require electricity, once it's down, everybody's just gonna be switching to mobile network, which overloads the cell tower, making the signal weak or non-existent. And depending on the service provider you have, that thing might be gone for a long while. So if you had a vid that you thought of watching online, looking at that loading screen is gonna give you two things to be waiting for. If your house is filled with ingredients meant for cooking rather than just instant snackables like, you know, bread, biscuit, fruits, or anything of the sort, then your fate has been sealed. Now you gotta deal with the curse having to check the fridge 20 times, giving you the same level of delusion as the baby, dropping songs with the same flow, expecting different results. We both know that doesn't work like that, bro. This also adds in the pain of
Yeah, this is that baby. But that's true. That guy, bro, that gent, bro, would use same like video tactics on all his music videos, bro. Nah, bro.
coming back from
Boring
school
as
as a
fuck.
kid, just look inside the cabinet and just see bread and butter. While little baby was 4 pockets full, we were 4 slices away from starvation because nobody want to be living like this. Coming home to an empty fridge was just a bad sign, knowing that, yeah, you're going to starve today. If you were those kids that depended on lunch money when you were back at school, just know this was a daily routine. And 9 times out of 10, you're gambling that money and you lost most of it. Yeah, you're gonna cry today, bro. Load shedding inside the house is not.
I wonder if you went camp for the school. Yo, I don't know why I didn't direct to the school life one. Hey, bro, me, I used to camp bullshit.
Not a good thing to experience, but outside it's a different story. Usually when load shedding hits, it's the natural thing just to go outside and socialize. If you're an introvert like me, we all know it's the one thing that we do not want to do, but with nothing to entertain you inside the house, what else is there to do but to hang out with your friends? That's as if your parents didn't trap you inside the house like a slave. Then if not, then you're alright. So then once the group is finally assembled, then you just bored together because there's nothing else to do during load shedding. Like you could just bring your homies together just to be bored during load shedding, like just talk about random stuff. It's cool and all, but once anybody around the area has a football, for which here in South Africa we call it diski, because that is just the best pastime you can ever have for load shedding, because you can play that thing almost anywhere. The streets, indoor field, the park, like the sky is the limit and there's no place.
What? Indoor fields. I might come or something. I don't know indoor fields. But yeah.
You cannot play football, bro. They can be so locked in a game, like it could be 2 o'clock and the game begins and it will only end around like 7. Because here in South Africa, there is a saying, diski is life. Because there's no way a person goes through their whole life without ever touching a ball, bro. That is a lie.
No ways. That is a lie.
There are
Cap. Can't go your whole life without even like playing diski. Nah, boy. Me, I started playing diski when I was 6. What you mean, shit? You don't play diski on the streets. Maybe like for those blues from catered communities are those ones who use the field you showed back in the indoor field. Wara.
some side games that they be playing that makes the game even more fun, but that's more of a video I'll cover later on. Trying to stay consistent, you feel me? There are those that actually play basketball too, or any other types of sports really, because as long as you just pass through the time, it's really up to them. There are also those that play board games. Again, if you're not much of an outside person like me, you can just stay inside and play board games with your family, waiting for load shedding to end, like Monopoly, Uno, or even chess if you're feeling like Magnus Carlsen. But it is one of the best pastimes to spend with your family if there's no electricity. But the best one of all, which is the best pastime to do during load shedding, just take your ass to sleep. There are times when load shedding might last longer than usual, but the thing that kind of makes it nice is just to get to spend time with your family during the darkness, because you get to slap your brother at the back of the head and you wouldn't know because you're too dark to see. Or just be chilling, just talking about random stuff. Like, you get to connect more with your family than you ever did when there was electricity around. Because due to us living in a digital age, we're mostly used to seeing TikToks and IG reels of guys loaning out Lamborghinis claiming to be theirs, or OF models.
You see,
To see TikToks and IG reels of guys loaning.
guess who this is, boy? Guess who this is, boy? I don't know. Fucking Tati. That nigga. What do you call it? Andrew Tati. I don't know if it's Andrew Tati or Andrew Tati or Andrew Tati. I don't know. But you can see the cheese call, boy. And there's a gay version of him, boy. And I like the gay version better, boy. You guys always say, if you wake up early in the morning and then you scroll on your phone, you could have used that time to make money. Wait, how can you make money, boy? This is South Africa, boy. Yo, this guy bro. The pressure that he gave on us.
Loaning out Lamborghinis claiming to be theirs, or OF models claiming to be 18 but really she's just a divorced 45-year-old, or anything online just to keep us glued to our screens. So connecting with the family is kind of heartwarming and refreshing at the same time. till the electricity come back and forget that shit ever happened. And there will be people that will be so hyped too, to the point where there will just be people lighting up the skies like it's New Year's. Like my guy, we're not even past May yet. Chill. But in truth, who can blame them? Because nobody want to be living in the shadowverse, bro. Like, I'm black enough as it is. Like, bro, load shedding sucks like hell. But it kind of has its benefits to tell a nigga to go touch some grass. Because some people actually do need that. Not gonna lie, I'm not into politics like that. But I feel like there's a way we can stop this issue. For which, by the way, I got this off ChatGPT. Don't look at me like that. I know you used it for your last test. It's by first, fast-tracking renewable energy, expand and upgrade grid storages, promote more usage of rooftop solar panels, invest in modern gas and nuclear, and fix the damn municipal payment and theft issues. Because why is it so hard for them not to take money? And listen,
bro, I think we should take ChatGPT and go and sit down with the manager at ESCOM and Google out, but not Google, search out on ChatGPT ways to make electricity instead of coal. Let that gentleman, like, let that nigga learn, boy. Let that man learn something from ChatGPT, boy. Because he just stated some points which are, bro, nuclear,
I don't be watching the news like that, which is just bad because I'm an adult now, and if I'm not keeping up with the news like that as I should, the next thing I'm gonna be seeing is the government drafting 18 to 25-year-olds into World War III like it's NBA draft season. Like, I'm just really asking as a person living in this country, hell, even in this corrupt continent, because I feel like if they want to become as great as America, China, shit, even Finland, they better start side-eyeing Ramaphosa's jokes if they want a stable country, because they know everything funny when they were an attender, eh? Yeah.
And I will laugh out, boy. I'll laugh to the point where like I'll pass out, bro. When Ramaphosa is here, maybe we might say, I walked home yesterday. Until I pass out, boy. I need that tender, boy. I need that tender, man.
About it. Thank you for watching and thank you for tuning.
For Ramaphosa, I need that tender, boy. I need that tender. I need that tender, boy.
5.6k subs, and thank you for 8 ends or ends. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, that was a fun one. So, subscribe to the nigga, boy. Subscribe to the gent. Stream them books. The only problem I have with him, bro, it's too loud with the mic, boy. I'm using my ears to listen to this thing. I'm not using the speaker. I'm using headset, boy, and it's too loud, bro. You should keep it up, but yeah, subscribe, niggas. This is the end of the video. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like. Hope you subscribe, please. Hope you like. Hope you watch the whole video. Cause I hope you. If you got to this point, it means you watched all the video, the rest of the video. Thank you for watching the video, man. Cause engaging is key, boy. Engagement is key. And thank you. Like, subscribe, do the most. And comment down section below. Viva down load shedding something, because load shedding is too much. Load shedding is too much.